Hey everybody, Dave Schmitz, resistancebandtraining.com. Thank you for joining me in the band gym today. I'm going to take you through 8 exercises you can use with the dynamic stabilizer that you may not have seen before that's going to train your abdominals for stabilization and your glute medius. If you can go ahead and train both of those at the same time, not only are you going to save a lot of time, but you're going to hit the exact muscles you need to go ahead and eliminate a lot of what causes knee pain. Yeah, the knee pain a lot of times is caused because the mechanical alignment of the knee is not being maintained when you're going into squatting, stairs, walking, or running. And interestingly, those are the movements that very often are what are causing our knee to become irritated. Let me take you through these exercises. First of all, you know that we're going to go ahead and we're going to apply the dynamic stabilizer above our knee. We're going to go ahead and go above it. Why? Because the lever arm from the knee to the glute is going to be much shorter, and I'm going to be able to activate the glute. Secondly, it's going to take my knee joint out of play so that I don't have to worry about compensating through the knee joint. I'm going to, at the last 2 exercises, I'll show you how to place it at the ankle and take you through what I mean we're going to do, or what we're going to do with the band at your ankle. But first of all, let's put it above our knee. Exercise number 1 is simple lateral walking. Now here's the key. Make sure you're keeping the feet straight ahead, you're keeping your shoulders calm, and you're not letting your feet come together. That's a major mistake that people allow. So if I'm going to step with my right foot 3 to 4 inches, I'm going to match it with my left foot. That's lateral walking. Now, second exercise, monster walks. Widen your feet out, and again, you're going to keep your feet straight, and you're going to work straight ahead. And then you're going to work straight back. Once again, the mistake is people let their feet start coming together. As soon as your feet come together, you're starting to take the pressure off your glute medius and allowing compensation at your knee. So let's go ahead and let's make sure we keep those feet the same distance or further apart at all times. Now we're going skater steps. Now this is where we're going to start bringing in ground impact. But a skater step is designed to work on balance. So what you want to do is just work on balance. You don't have to put in a big knee flexion. Bend your knee as much as you can, but you don't have to go ahead and do a lot of knee flexion. Key is keep that balance. You should be able to always stick to balance and not have to put that foot down. Take as short a step as you need to get balanced, and then as you get stronger, go ahead and start stretching out more. Those are skater steps, all right? Now let's go into getting our trunk involved. First what we're gonna do is just forward crawling. You're gonna work your way down, all right? Now if you can't crawl, you can go to mountain climbers, but if you can crawl, we wanna get that locomotion component into our exercise program. So knees bent, hips bent, and you're crawling across the ground, keeping your low back nice and flat or parallel with the ground. The other variation of crawling is we're going to go side crawling. So you're up here, right foot steps out, left hand moves with it, left foot matches the right foot step, and so forth with the right hand. So everything is always moving the same. Don't let yourself get closer with your feet as you're going ahead and crawling across the floor. A lot of times, guys, stabilization, the key to stabilization is making sure that you're truly stable. The way to monitor that is to make sure your low back, specifically your belly button, are staying in alignment at all times. They're not going ahead and letting too much upward or downward movement occur, or specifically too much rotation occur through your low back. Not through your hips, through your low back. Let's get into the next exercises now. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do reverse lunges. Picture a dumbbell in your hand. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna do a reverse lunge where you're challenging yourself to just reach down and touch the floor. Now, this exercise is not a knee dominant exercise. If you watch me go down, I'm basically bending at my hip with a little bit at my knee. The band, because I'm taking my leg back, is putting pressure against my knee, resulting in my glute medius having to work. That's why, touch the floor, come back. That's all you're doing. It's just a simple reverse lunge, but we're really not putting much pressure on the back leg. Obviously, then you switch to the other side. Now, for the last 2 exercises, they're gonna be more advanced. We're gonna move the band down to our ankles. Now, here's the deal. If you're going to move it down to your ankles, the knee alignment has to stay consistent. If you're moving out and you're getting this big shifting of your upper body, or you're noticing your knee caving in, I want you moving it back up to the top of your knee and keeping it there. But otherwise, what we're gonna do is just simple ankle walks, but we've got to be able to keep that same type of movement pattern that we used with the lateral walks. Most importantly, that's the problem. When people start moving it down to the ankle, they start compensating and cheating too much. All right, move it back up if you're noticing that. To take you into another event, we're gonna take you down and we're gonna do lateral steps, because now we're gonna engage our trunk and just do a simple lateral step movement. Stepping out. That's your final exercise, and once again, when you're doing that, you wanna make sure that you are not compensating through your trunk. Guys, dynamic stabilizer exercises, great exercises to go ahead and combine trunk stability with hip stabilization, specifically of the glute medius.